be checking out this 1500 watt mega kitchen system from the brand Ninja. Went ahead, took everything out of the box already so you can see exactly what comes with this product. Gonna go ahead, go over all the pieces real quick. We'll start with the 72 ounce total crushing pitcher. So I'll just show you a quick 360 of that one. There are different units of measurement. So on this side you have liters and milliliters, and then you have a max liquid line as well, letting you know how high you would go ahead and put it in that liquid. And then on this side it does show ounces and cups. And then we'll go ahead, show you what it looks like from the top here. So that's gonna be what the lid looks like if you want to pour it out. This is gonna be a nice, useful feature, especially if you're someone who likes blending smoothies in here. Nice and easy to pour out. And then to release the top, you're gonna click that release button. The handle comes up and you just pull it off. Nice and easy like that. Here's gonna be what that blade looks like. And it's nice and easy to put back in there as well. So this is very easy to clean too, because you would just take the blade out and kind of scrub in there, whatever you want to do, rinse it out. Very easy to use, very easy to clean. When you're putting the lid back on, it only does go on one way, so you're going to want to pay attention to that arrow to make sure it lines up with the arrow on the handle. And that way you just kind of push it back into place and it locks into place just like that. So very easy to use, very easy to clean. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the 64 ounce food processing bowl. So that is what this one's gonna look like. Has the same units of measurement as well. On this side you can see the liters and the milliliters. And then on this side you would see the cups and the ounces. Has a nice little sturdy handle on this side, as well as the same kind of release mechanism on the top. Click that down, pull it off just like that. And you can easily pull that blade out as well. Looks pretty similar, just a little bit bigger to fit that bowl. And then as this one is, very easy to clean as well. So very easy to use, very easy to clean for both of them. And then to do the top, you gotta make sure you line up those arrows just like the other one, because it only goes on one way. And then you press it down, lock it into place just like that. Very easy to use, as I said. And this is gonna be more for the dough setting. So as you can see on here, there's the dough setting I'll talk about a little bit more in a second, but people use this to kind of mix their cookie dough, which is great. And this is the attachment that you would use for that, more so than the one that's already in there. But they are very easy to change and very easy to clean, as I said. And now we'll go ahead and move on to these two 16 ounce single serve Ninja cups. Pretty basic. They do have a max fill line on the front, as you can see there. And they also do come with lids, which is great, making them perfect for on the go. If you want to make your smoothie, then take it with you in the car as you're going to the gym or something like that. You can easily do that. And then this is going to be what you would use to kind of blend it inside. So you just screw on the top, stick it in here, very easy to use. And then when you're ready to clean it, you just take it off. So easy to use, easy to clean, as are all of these, which makes them great. And now I'll go ahead and move on to the main machine, which is right here. Very powerful. As I said at the beginning, 1500 watts. You have that power button that you're gonna have to turn on when you plug it in. Then you have the pulse button over here. So this is kind of more manual setting. You hold that down as long as you want to make it go. And then the first one is gonna be that dough setting. That's what you're gonna use for that 64 ounce food processing bowl. So that's what you would use for here. And then you would put this attachment in if you are kind of mixing the dough. And then moving to the next one, that's gonna be the blend. This one is using the large pitcher, which we saw earlier right here. So I'll kind of put it in so you can see what it looks like. Just like that. There it goes, it locks into place like that. So just had to figure out how to put it on correctly, but this is the one you would use for that blending tool over here. And this is gonna be using lots of food and substances that you wanna blend together. So lots of large stuff. If you haven't filled up a lot, you're definitely gonna wanna use that blending tool. For the number 3, the crush, that's gonna be mostly for ice. So if you wanna make some ice drinks, frozen drinks, things like that, and you want to crush that ice, this is the setting you're gonna wanna use. And then if you do wanna use the single serve ones, which are gonna be these cups that I showed you earlier, that is gonna be the button you're gonna heat up. So put some ice in here, as you can see. I'm gonna put this on. Make sure, screw the lid on all the way and lock it into the place of the base of that Ninja system. So you press down, lock it like that, and then we're gonna click that single serve button. It is pretty loud. That's the one drawback of this thing, but it works great, as you can see. It took less than, what, 3 seconds to get that going. Then you kind of want to shake it up, get that snow. I'll fall down a little bit, and I'll just show you what it looks like. It looks like it's gonna be perfect for a snow cone. So if you're a nice little snow cone lover, this is gonna be the perfect ice. And that is what it's gonna look like in there, perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do something similar with this one, see how this one chops. I whipped out the 72 ounce total crushing pitcher. I'm sure this one's gonna crush up just as good, if not better, than the smaller one. As you can see here, I did fill it with some ice, put that lid on. Now we're gonna make sure we lock it into place. So you'll hear the click when you lock it, and now we're gonna click that crush button to see how it works. one is very loud too, but as I said before, that's the one drawback of having so much power in a blender like this. As you can see, definitely crushed that ice up nice and easy. Looks like snow in there, which is great. And then when you want to release it, click that release button on the top to show you what it looks like down there on the bottom. You can see it's moving around, very soft. Filled up the 72-ounce pitcher with some frozen strawberries, blueberries, yogurt, orange juice, and a little bit of powder, just to see how that works with blending all that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on here, lock it into place like that. You hear the click. Make sure you click that power button to turn it on, and then we're gonna click that blend button. So let's see how this blends. You can see it looks like it blended it pretty well. Let's go ahead, open the cap up, see if it comes out nice and smooth. Oh yeah, that looks really good. So this definitely blends it really well. I just wanted to show you exactly everything that does come with this product. Hopefully this gives you a good idea of what you're expecting to get in this box. If you're looking for a nice new blender, definitely recommend checking this one out.